We say that the occupational stability is a desirable foundation for the development of advanced skill sets for different jobs, and is a natural result of division of labor. But at the same time, division of labor coexists with freedom of occupation. Now, earlier we mentioned that Guanzi recommended family business and specialization, right? So following a family tradition is, in fact, not a result of lacking of freedom, but simply from a specialization point of view. But it doesn't prevent freedom of occupation. In the Book of Rites, Confucius said, "The son of a good founder is sure to learn how to make fur robe. The son of a good maker of bowls is sure to learn how to make a sieve." So surely, if you think about this, making a fur robe is related to the fashion industry, and making a good founder is in the metallurgy business. A sieve is made of wheat straw, while a bowl is made of wood. So what Confucius means is that although, making a fur robe is easier than making a founder using metal, the former provides essential skills that are useful in the later. In modern language, it's called transferable skills. Likewise, it is easier to make a sieve using wheat straws, but the skills developed can help the learner to move on to the making of something more sophisticated, such as a bowl. So, if we take Guanzi's writing literally, we may misinterpret his policy recommendation in the sense that the son of a sieve maker can only make sieves for the rest of his life. But this is certainly not true, neither true nor necessary. We can easily capitalize his skills in sieve making and learn to make a bowl. So he has, complete freedom to do that. But I guess the point is, despite of the freedom of occupational movement, the worker should think about how to maximize his skills by choosing the right job. If a sieve maker completely abandons his profession and start to become, let's say, a farmer, he will most likely have a very difficult time to do that. And more importantly, he cannot maximize the benefit of a stable mind and the efficiency in skill development. So overall, the recommendation of static labor theory does not prevent freedom of occupation, but simply provides the best practice of career development, and it serves as a protection of the economies of scale of specialized knowledge and expertise. Now, speaking of the freedom of occupation, there is a bigger question to consider in the choice of career. That is morality. I guess, you probably discovered the pattern by now that, when we talk about economics and traditional Chinese philosophy, we always come back to this crucial concept, morality. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, this means that there is a bottom line when making career choice. And that bottom line is that the job must not lead to any kind of immorality. In illustrating this subtle relation between external environment and personal cultivation, Mencius said, "Is the arrow maker less benevolent than the maker of armor of defense? And yet, the arrow maker's only fear is lest men should not be hurt, and the armor maker's only fear is lest men should be hurt. So it is with the priest and the coffin maker. The choice of profession, therefore, is a thing in which great caution is required." Very interesting. I think Mencius' word is very self-explanatory. The important question to ask is, what is the moral impact on me if I work in a particular profession, does it make me a better person or immoral? I think the problem with our world today, if I may, is that the standard of career choice has become quite narrow, and it's only what it means is mostly around the immediate financial reward. I don't know the actual statistics on this, but for many undergraduate and postgraduate students that I have taught and spoken with, income is not only the sole criteria of career choice, it is also an important factor of the decision to acquire a degree in the first place. So the sole emphasis on financial reward greatly diminish the moral consideration, and there are indeed many jobs that are in a gray area where job performance is conditional on the suffering of certain social members. For example, the operator of casino makes money as more people play on their blackjack tables. Now, because gambling can be addictive, so the more addictive people become, the more money people bring to the casino. Holding all other conditions constant, the more profitable the casino becomes. However, we know that addictive gambling behavior can bring financial disasters to families. People who are trapped in gambling may source gambling money by taking debt or even stealing. So the social impact is beyond our imagination. Family can be broken, children left unattended, and with more children suffer from broken families, social unrest will surely emerge. This is not an exaggeration. According to the industry report, there are 2 million addicted problem gamblers in the UK, or at risk of developing a problem. 2 million. That is almost the entire population of Liverpool, Birmingham, and Manchester. Now, one might argue that this is all justified by market economy, right? And all the gambling money will, eventually become profit of gambling companies, and which will feed back into the economy in terms of tax income and public spending and all that. But let me ask you a question: which world would you rather be in? A growing economy with broken families and social unrest? Well, I'm not saying this is the case in the UK, right? I'm just saying this is as a general description. Let's just imagine this. Which world would you rather be in? A growing economy with broken families and social unrest, or a mediocre economy but with stable families and peaceful society? And besides, the social cost to gambling will eventually feed back into the economy as well, not just the money. Only that this would take more time to realize and more difficult to quantify. So the problem is these negative externalities do not normally enter into the profit equation of casino operators. The gambling company's business model doesn't take morality into account. And sometimes it may take it as a barrier to make money. So this is the elephant in the room. Now, of course, we're not blaming gambling for all the problems. There are other examples too. Okay, let's say a funeral service company's profitability is related to the number of funeral services and the mortality rate of local population. So in this example, the company can drive its business by providing the best service to the families and friends, and this way, the services contribute positively to the peace and harmony of society. That's very good. But on the other hand, the company may also wish for higher mortality rate so that revenue is increased with the number of funeral services. So in this example, it is important for the service company to maintain integrity. So for the individual job seeker, he must consider the moral influence of the job. If the job makes him becoming a more responsible person with sympathy, the job is a morally desirable one. But if the job only makes him wanting to see more dead people, he will be negatively consumed by such thought and unfortunately become immoral. So to conclude, in traditional Chinese culture, morality development is an important factor in making career choice. It is important because having the right mentality of work can help the society to avoid disruption, and that will positively feed back into the economy in terms of lower social costs. Morality is economy. And as we said before, economy is also morality. They're just two sides of the same coin.